Today, let's talk about Facebook Marketplace etiquette. It's something that nobody ever talks about, and it really needs to be talked about. There's a handful of things that every person in the world seems to do that it kind of needs to be brought up and it needs to be dealt with. I'd like to see it go away completely. First thing, it's the most annoying thing in the world. Is it available? Is it available? Is it available? Yes, it's available. They never reply. I'll list something on there and I'll get, 500 people. Is it available? They use the little pre-written button thing. All right, here's my take on that. If you're too lazy to even write out a coherent question, I don't want to deal with you. If you're using the is it available button and you're not putting anything else, no other question, no anything, no other sign of interest, I'll reply to you. A lot of people won't, but I'm going to be very short with you. I'm just going to use the button that says, yes, it's available, and that's it. I'm not going to go any further with that. So if you're going to ask, is it available, which is a perfectly fine question. I don't have any problem with that because I do it myself. But if you're going to ask, is it available, at least ask another question along with it. Like, is it available? When could I come see it? Or is it available? And then the next question you would ask anyway, like, what's wrong with it or whatever. Next thing, the first thing you say to somebody right out of the gate is, all right, say I'm asking $1,500 for whatever, a car. And you offer, the first thing you do is just say $600 question mark. That's all you write to me. I'm ignoring you. I'm not even going to reply to you. You're not worth my time. That's a crappy lowball offer, and it's not worth my time to even fool with you. You're too lazy to even write out a real question, and yeah, the likelihood of you even showing up to pay me that $600, if I even did accept it, is slim to none. Quit asking people if they'll take half of what they want right out of the gate. Nobody wants that. If somebody puts a price, they want something near about that price. Usually everybody's negotiable, but not half off. It's for sale, not on sale. I understand wanting to negotiate a price with somebody. I get that. I do it too. Everyone does it. But have a little bit of respect, and at least, like, if you're seriously interested in it, ask a few questions first and then say maybe, are you negotiable at all? And then, if you're still interested, drive out, look at it, negotiate in person. How are you going to negotiate on something that you haven't seen yet? You don't know what kind of condition it's in. Yeah, there's some pictures, but pictures don't show the whole story. I mean, especially with a car. You get there and the pictures look great, but in reality, it's all scratched up or something, and the motor sounds bad and whatever. Then you negotiate from that point on. You don't come out of the gate first thing and offer half of what they're asking just for the sake of doing it. Try to be a little bit more respectful and just think that through before you open your mouth. Next biggest thing, this is a pretty big one. So you've found something you like, you've talked to the person, you want to go look at it. Please be very clear about your intentions. If you say you plan to show up at noon on Tuesday. Tuesday comes along, message the guy in the morning, say, hey, we still good for noon? Yep, it's all good. Okay, say 11:30, you're fixing to drive down to wherever this thing's at. Message them again, hey, we still good for noon? Yep, good, perfect, everybody's happy. I've had this happen so many times. Usually this is how it goes. The person will say, oh, I'm very interested in this. I'm coming out. I'll be there at noon. They never show up. I'm sitting there waiting on them. I'll start messaging them. They never reply, never hear from them again. That's happened so many times. So being that that's happened so many times, now I half expect that nobody's going to show up. So I don't really take anybody serious unless they've messaged me like 100 times throughout the day, making sure that I'm going to be there. So the other thing that'll happen is they'll message me, they'll say, okay, we're good for noon. We'll make this plan on a Tuesday, and it'll be Friday they're coming out on 2 o'clock or whatever. So Friday comes along, I've completely forgotten about these plans because I didn't take them serious in the first place. Well, they end up showing up and I'm not there because they have not messaged me all week and have not messaged me before they headed out or any of that. So yeah, I'm not gonna change my plans around a plan that we had made previously in the week just because I assume you're not gonna be there. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right, but every once in a while, somebody actually shows up that says that, and it's happened to me probably twice. I'll be cross town doing something else and have to drop what I'm doing and run back, which is kind of my fault because I did make a plan, but I don't know, just be really clear with somebody when you're coming out. Message them before, like several times. Message them right before you're fixing to leave. Say, hey, I'm on my way, I'm an hour out, or whatever. And it's simple, just communicate. Another thing, every once in a while, I will negotiate with people over the phone, like, because, I don't know, maybe they got a 2-hour commute to get to where I'm at. So I'll negotiate with them over the phone if they're serious about it and they've been messaging me back and forth and I think that they're not just shooting me a lowball offer. But anyhow, I negotiate with them, and when they get there, then they try to negotiate again. They try to go further. So say I already came down $500. All right, let's say it's a $2,000 car. They've already negotiated me down to $1,500. I'm like, yeah, I'll let it go for that because that's what I actually wanted. So they get there, we're already at $1,500, and then they start pointing out the obvious that they pretty much already knew about. Oh, the paint's this, or the motor doesn't run right, whatever the case is. I don't know, I'm just making a hypothetical here. They try to lowball me some more. And I don't know, that's kind of, my opinion, it's not a very class act. You've already negotiated, that's your price, that's what we agreed upon. You're coming out to look at it. If you like it, you like it. You don't, move on. It's really easy. So all I'm really trying to say, guys, is just be considerate, be respectful, and communicate. Like very clearly what your intentions are, what you're gonna do, when you're gonna be there, whatever. That's it. It's so simple. I would think all that's common sense, but apparently there's no common sense left in the world. So I'm here trying to explain this to most people. If you've had any crazy experiences on Facebook Marketplace, or you think I missed something that should be brought up, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Sure, there's a lot more I could go on and on about, but I don't want to waste all y'all's time. So anyway, have a good day.